Recently, I saw my first love again. The first time in over 4 years. Don't worry, this is not that kind of story. Circumstances of that night led to me spending most of the evening in the bathroom with my best friend in company of her devastation and grief after having to end things with her first love. And of course, it is like me to find something poetic about this tear and alcohol toilet situation. My best friend was convincing me that she was really sad about seeing mine, hers, anyone's first love again. And I was convincing her that I was not sad about the situation. Like blinker lights for a deer, I made sure to appear unfazed, and the rules were as follows. 1. Avoid eye contact at all cost. 2. Little to no conversations. Keep it short. And 3. Make sure you look like you're having fun, Jenny Tam. Sway, sway, dance. Sway, sway, dance. Silly. I think I was honest when I declared that I was not sad, though. But I would definitely be lying to myself if I said I was unfazed. I mean, how could I be unfazed? All my dearest first memories were with him. The fun times we had growing up together with the very same friends that I have today. The lies that I told my parents so that I could sneak to snow days in the very same dress I happen to be wearing today. The angry fights, the scent of Bath & Body's Sweet Pea, the way that he held the steering wheel. All distinct and distant memories in my head. I mean, she was right to assume a grief that would come with seeing someone that you knew so well from a distance that spanned across time, space, and memory, and yet just a few shimmies away. Sway, sway, dance, sway, sway, dance. When we first ended, I used to tell people false hope is what helped me move on. What I was trying to describe is an undying belief in the magic that we had created and the timeless form that it would take across the span of our lives. And there would be no need for me to hold so tightly in fear of something that I believed in with my entire being. And if nothing at all, how lucky am I to have crossed paths with him in this lifetime. Sometimes you run into art that describes your experience with such precision it is as if they watched it happen. For me, it is the love quote from the movie Someone Great. Right after she sees her lover again, she sits on a bus and writes this. Do you think I could have one more kiss? I'll find closure on your lips and then I'll go. Maybe also one more breakfast, one more lunch, and one more dinner. I'll be full and happy and we can part. But in between meals, maybe we can lie in bed one more time. One more prolonged moment where time suspends indefinitely and I rest my head on your chest. My hope is if we add up the one mores, they will equal a lifetime, and I'll never have to get to the part where I let you go. But that's not real, is it? There are no more one mores. I met you when everything was new and exciting and the possibility of the world seemed endless. And they still are. For you, for me, but not for us. Somewhere between here and now, then and there, I guess we didn't just grow up. We are apart. When something breaks, if the pieces are large enough, you can fix it. Unfortunately, sometimes things don't break, they shatter. But when you let the light in, shattered glass will glitter. And in those moments, when the pieces of what we were catch the sun, I'll remember how beautiful it was. just how beautiful it'll always be, because it was us, and we were magic forever. Though there's great nostalgia in the timestamp we created together of our roaring youth and adolescence, I want to live a life that allows love to take new forms and to allow all the new lovers, friendships, and identities we've invited into our lives since then. At the end of this chaotic night, it led us all, other friends included, to his car. For years after our relationship, I would look for a white Honda Pilot and peek into the driver's seat whenever it resembled what I knew to be his car. And as I'm standing there, the white Honda Pilot is no longer what he owns. And as I sit and talk and catch myself swearing words that I never used when we were together, I realize that in this coincidental moment of time, we got the opportunity to reveal the people that we've become to each other. And isn't that magical? To have the opportunity to witness your first love, both in what is familiar and foreign, to see the new love that you have for them embraced from a distance.